Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris. I'm from Space Tech Agri International, and we are currently doing a module where we can do self-sustainable farming projects. And we're currently on a farm called Lemohel, and this deals with an NGO known as SA Cares for Life. And the model is a self-sustainable unit that actually grows food, fully autonomous using robotics and technology in enzymes. And so on the next video we'll go through the entire process. It's currently under construction. We have 90% complete, and the entire model is to grow food, do food security, and help families to eat. Thank you. Hi everyone, so on this video we're going to show you what we do here. So these are probiotic layer hens. As you can see, they are quite happy chicken. They lay a lot of eggs. And if you look at this, you'll see the water is not transparent. It's actually a white water. This is mixed with a proprietary technology that we feed the chicken. So if you look at this setup, it's not the normal setup. There is no huge ventilation systems because there is no odor, and everything is done by the enzymes, which is fed autonomously through the robotics into the water tank on top here, and then it's gravity fed to the chicken drinkers. Now the unique system here is that there's no odor. The chicken are healthy, they are producing a lot, and from here the manure is converted into an amino acid which then is able to feed, for instance, pigs or sheep or animals, a high protein feed source. So this robotics run then an auger that runs below and a pump that feeds the water at the back that runs down and then brings the manure into the auger. There you can hear the pump running. It feeds the water through, and then in the next few seconds the auger at the bottom will run and bring in the feed that goes to the pigs. So on the next video we'll show you where this goes to the pig and then to feed the pigs. And all the pumps and everything that you're hearing in the background is all sprayers that run, which will then feed the pigs with this high quality manure. So from the chicken, the manure is then pumped through using an auger that comes into the pig pen. And you can see how they love eating the manure. And this is no longer a pig manure. This is actually now converted using the bacteria and the proprietary technology that converts the chicken manure. And there's no odor. This is the beauty of this. We have no odor here, and this is good for the pigs. They're healthy, they're growing. And so you can imagine from there that produces eggs, high quality eggs, high probiotic eggs that goes to the market or that feeds the families to the pigs. And from here your pigs are literally free. You don't need to feed them, they come from the pig manure. So in the following video we'll explain later on the construction that's happening that side, what happens below here. There's another auger that runs to another section, so we'll talk about that in the next video. Yes, so this is the next stage. So when we look at the pigs in the background, there's another auger that runs through here. This is still under construction, but what's going to happen here is some of the manure is going to feed the fly larvae. And this larvae is a protein source between 25 and 40%. And from here, that is also going to feed the chicken. Now, there's a two-stage system here. This side will have the fly maggots, and on that side will grow snails. So we need the calcium for the chicken, and we need the protein for the chicken. So from here, the chicken feeds the pigs, the maggots, and the snails. And then from here, that will feed back to the chicken. A section of the manure will then go to feed the plants. So we'll get there to the next video, and then we can show you what's happening for the following processes. Thank you. So here we have the fourth stage. So you can see the construction on this. Very steady construction. We have poles in the ground, and we have the shade cloth around it. So from that stage, the spent compost would be high quality for putting gardens, vegetables, crops, and so you can understand how the system is then a symbiotic system. The one part feeds the next, and whatever vegetables from here, the leaves, you know, the stuff that can't go to market or can't feed the people, would then go back to the snails, would go back to the pigs or the chicken, and this entire system will then start feeding itself. The idea here is to be completely self-sustainable, and that you, at the end of the day, don't have to buy feed from outside, that this entire system will help to feed your family, a few families for that matter, and also create a market where you can generate income. This is a module that is quite small, but it's economic of scale. You can go as large as you want, you can go even smaller than this one. The idea here is that it would feed a lot of families for NGOs, and we use a lot of recycled material to show people how we can use what other people throw away, that we can use in the system, especially for the gearboxes and things like that. And this entire system is going to be run autonomously. Even the irrigation is going to be run by, you know, robotics. We actually teaching the youngsters how to use and develop and program the robotics that would feed back into teaching people new skills. So the entire idea here is not just the basics of food security, but also a multi-layer teaching program. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So in conclusion, this is also another garden just behind the chicken cage. So the runoff water from the chicken and the bacteria that is now fed through the chicken runs down here. This feeds all the plants. And again, this is a multi-layer system where you use bacteria instead of chemicals to grow food. The whole idea here is that you want to be completely self-sustainable. You don't want to buy anything from outside to run your systems. The bacteria produces a super compost. We get a large amount of growth in our plants because of that. And we also produce a compost tea from this that is also fed to the plants. So in conclusion, this is you know, a major food production system that is run autonomously with robotics, with biotechnology, safe, organic, and I believe this is good for the future. We don't have any nitrogen pollution here. Even our pigs don't have an odor, our chickens don't have an odor. They can be in a closed, sealed container. Conventional methods, you need it open because of the ammonia that would kill your chicken and your pigs. So here we don't have those issues, and in essence you produce very high quality produce for your people, even for the market. The eggs, as we said, are a probiotic egg that goes to the market, that can feed people, a healthy egg. The pigs, you know, their meat, everything is different now because they get all the good bacteria in. And yeah, that changes the entire system. We've done full scientific studies on pigs to prove that what we do here is actually beneficial, not just to the animal, but also down the line to the consumer. We thank you for the time that we could show this video, and in the hope that it can help a lot of people. Thank you, and God bless.